Ladies and gents, welcome to Post to Post. You and I have something to talk about. There's been a release of some NHL jerseys, some NHL vintage jerseys from a company. No offense to this company, but I've never heard of this company. The company's called Mitchell & Ness, and I was actually tagged in a tweet, I think it was maybe 2 days ago, of a teaser that they tweeted, and it was just kind of like the neck or the front section of the collar. And I didn't really think that much of it because there was no information really at the time. I was not aware of this company. I just kind of ignored it, to be completely honest. And then the jerseys are officially released as I'm filming this, and I went on their site and I looked at all the jerseys. So I want to show you some of the photos, show you some of the jerseys that they released. These are official NHL licensed jerseys. They are not Adidas, they are not Fanatics, they are Mitchell & Ness produced. So I want to, let's take a look at the photos, let's dissect, let's give our opinions, because I have very strong opinions on these. The first one coming up at you on the screen is the LA Kings, and I'm not going to go through every single jersey they have on the site. If you want to go look it up, you definitely can. They've got more than I'm going to show you here. We'll look at roughly 10. So this is late 80s, early 90s kind of LA Kings style jersey. They have this is one of my favorite Kings jerseys in their entire lineup, in their entire history. But there's a couple things to be critical of here. Number one, the gray looks a little bit off in my opinion, and the gaudy, just massive patch on the bottom right. I understand why that's there. It's to signify vintage. It's to signify Wayne Gretzky from the year 1992-1993. But can't that be on the back or inside the collar? Does it have to be that big and on the front? Also, the patch. That looks just weird to me. It looks like the colors look wrong, or the orientation is off on it or something. It could be just the camera angle, but it looks a little bit strange. Also, you can see a bit of a wave pattern in the logo. I'll save that to comment on next, because in the next jersey that we're going to look at right here, you can absolutely recognize the fold, or the little bit of a wave pattern. So that is due to material. This isn't a jersey like, actually, I wore the worst jersey to do an example here, but this is the Tampa Bay Lightning one. This isn't really a crest. It is very bendable and stuff, very malleable. But this here is more like you see on a Fanatics jersey, something that's the cheapest vinyl ever that's been basically heat pressed on and folds extremely easily because it's so thin. It's the same kind of thing that you see in Fanatics jerseys, possibly worse based on just a little bit of a bend in the jersey, and you can see it exactly right through the logo. I want to show you two Fanatics jerseys that I do have. Both have issues with the logo, and both have issues because of shipping with the logo. So this was a jersey that was sent to me back in, I believe, late 2017 or maybe early 2018 from a viewer. Thank you so much. And it was shipped from the NHL shop. So they actually purchased it on the NHL shop, or Fanatics, maybe it was. And then that company shipped it to me. But when they shipped it, they folded it up, or it was probably pre-folded from Fanatics, right across the logo. And you can see it. Look. There, that's a kind of a good angle for it. Right here. Right along there. That's where it was folded. I have hung this thing up. I've tried to steam it a little bit, and I haven't tried to iron it because looking at it closer, you can actually see the degradation of fibers right along this line. So steaming it or ironing it or letting it hang vertically like this isn't going to do anything. The fibers are ruined. That line will always be there, and that's quite frustrating because that was a gift from someone, and the store screwed it up, or Fanatics screwed it up, or whoever folded it in the bag, or whoever made the decision that jerseys should be folded up in a bag is wrong. That is a wrong decision. That degrades the quality of jerseys because you can't ruin the logo. Here's another one that was sent to me by a fan as well. I believe this one came all the way from Australia. And this one also, I'm not sure if you can see with the lighting, but there's a line right here that goes up. It was folded, I think, maybe just this bottom section because it's not at the top. But it's very easy for me to take one finger and just kind of follow that line, or it just follows the natural fold line there, and it comes over. And it's the same thing. The fibers there, they're compromised, and that line is always going to be in that logo. And when I look at this image here of this new Mitchell & Ness jersey, and I see that little bit of a wave effect that, the jersey's bent a little bit, and it follows right through the logo, if they ship this and they fold the logo over, it's going to have the exact same effect that you see on the Fanatics jerseys. And I guarantee you it's going to happen. And even if it doesn't happen, you might accidentally do it. Or, something might happen. That logo is not going to last a long time. That logo in the 90s was relatively low quality because manufacturing wasn't even great back then. But it's still going to look better today, 30 years later, than this does brand new, in my opinion. Let's move on to the next one. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins, so same kind of thing here. You can even see that the orientation of the logo is a little bit off because I think it's it follows the flow of the jersey, so the logo's never going to almost lay properly. There are cool things that are happening about these jerseys. Like, it's great that these are vintage throwbacks, and they're honoring them. This one is from 1991, 1992 Mario Lemieux. That's a wonderful vintage jersey. But the quality is the issue here. Let's move on to the next one, the Colorado Avalanche. To me, this one is off just a little bit, and what bothers me about this is I think the specific shade of blue is incorrect. It might be the photography and the lighting of whoever shot this, but also the number on the left-hand side. You can see the 9, that intersection of the 9, or that negative space of the inside of the 9 is all filled in with gray. I hate that. Next up, the Washington Capitals. This is from I believe it was the Stadium Series or Winter Classic jersey from around like 2014, 2015. And this red is wrong. The jersey is more burgundy than it is red, and in this image it looks red. I have this jersey. I'll go get it right now. Boom, there it is. This is very much burgundy or maroon. It is not as saturated red as you see here in this image beside us. So I'm a little bit disappointed actually in the, I guess, not only quality but execution of color as well. There's been some discrepancies as we go through this. Moving on to the next one. This is totally wrong. I think I don't have this jersey, but I'm pretty sure that the striping is wrong in this one. I don't think that gray is right. It's not the right shade, and the logo looks a little bit off as well. So I don't know. And man, the patch down below the bottom. Austin Matthews, 2017. Is that vintage to you? Not to me. That was not very long ago. So to me, this is not a vintage jersey. And same here. The 2008, 2009, we're going back a little bit now. We're almost, 13 years or 14 years past this date. So you might consider it vintage, but I personally don't. That doesn't seem like very long ago to me. But you can still find this jersey easily on eBay. I don't know why anyone would buy this. And we're going to get to the price at the end, but let's continue. But a Boston one here, this looks off, like the yellow, so the specific shade of yellow looks wrong here to me. They've got an Edmonton Oilers one here. They've got a Rangers one from 2021 and 2022. Now, granted, it doesn't say vintage on the bottom right, but still, it's just a little bit odd. And then the final one we're going to look at here, like I said, there's lots more on the site, but this one is an LA Kings one, and that looks like the wrong purple. That looks like the wrong yellow. These are wrong shades of the colors. And again, it might just be the photography and the lighting, but it looks wrong. If you're going to take professional photos of this stuff and sell it, make sure that the colors are accurate for sure, if that is the case that it's wrong. But overall, the quality of these don't look great. But you can probably make the argument, well, these are intentionally low quality. Okay, these aren't Adidas jerseys. They're not even Fanatics jerseys. They're intentionally low quality. They're for the people who maybe can't afford Adidas jerseys, or maybe who can't even afford Fanatics jerseys, or maybe they're around the same price as Fanatics jerseys. You're wrong. These are as expensive, actually more expensive than regular Adidas jerseys. If I'm not mistaken, the base price for Adidas jerseys in the USA is $180 potentially. I believe it's $200 in Canada. These are $200 American, which is $267 Canadian after conversion. Who the hell is going to buy these jerseys for $267 Canadian? I guess if you're like, you literally don't care about the quality, and you don't care about the color inaccuracy, and you don't care about all the other little things, and you just want the jersey because maybe it's it's nostalgic to you or something like that. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy it. I mean, if you want to spend that amount of money to go buy this jersey, you definitely do it. You should do whatever you want to do, regardless of anyone's opinion. But I just don't see personally how the vast majority of people would purchase any one of these jerseys based on the quality alone and then the price. If you want a similar quality jersey, go buy a Fanatics jersey for like half the price or 3/4 the price or whatever it is. I'm not aware of this company, so maybe there's like a status or something, but I've never heard of them, and maybe it's because they're not in my location in Canada on the East Coast. Maybe they're just more prevalent in the United States. I have no idea. Like I said, never heard of them. With all that said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just visually, the assessment here is completely inaccurate, and if I got one of these jerseys in person, I would feel a little bit differently about it, and that's why I can't give my 100% nail in the coffin opinion here. But I'm never gonna order one of these jerseys ever. I'm not spending $267 Canadian to buy these jerseys, and if they're coming from the United States, there's probably shipping, which is like $20 US, which means it's $30 Canadian. Plus, I need to pay for an import fee, which is probably $40 or $50. So this jersey, once it gets to me, is going to be like $350 Canadian. Am I going to do that? No, I'm not. So I'm likely never going to see these jerseys in person, and I'm probably fine with that. But I guess I can't complain too much because at least there's some company out there making vintage jerseys that people probably want to buy. Just unfortunately that the quality is not there. So anyways, leave me your opinion down below in the comment section. Are you happy that these jerseys exist and you don't really care about the quality and you just want a cool vintage jersey? Like I said, that's totally fine. Or are you a little bit disappointed like I am with the quality, with the price for sure? Yeah, let me know down below in the comment section. I appreciate your comment in advance. Hope you guys are having a great day. If you like Jersey talk, Jersey content, you gotta hit the subscribe button if you're new. And if you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. That helps the channel a lot. All right, guys, I'll talk to you very soon, actually, in the next video. Adios.